Alright, Bothell StarCraft fans, welcome back to the BSL. This is a week 3 matchup. Took me a while to cast, sorry about that. This is Ender versus Hrothgar. This is one of the last matches of the, I guess, round robin rounds. And Ender is a pretty strong player, spawning as Protoss here. I'm assuming that he maybe played random, I'm not sure, I didn't see this game live, so... Hrothgar guesses red, so he's right about that. But I guess he doesn't know what Hrothgar spawned as. Hrothgar is spawning down here in the bottom right as a Terran, and this map is Typhon Peaks, so it's a 4-player map, so you don't know exactly where your opponent spawns. But we'll see how soon people get scouts out. I know Ender. I said he hasn't dropped a match, so he's 2-0 right now, but he did lose one game to G-Finny. I think he played random as well and spawned as Zerg, so it didn't fare too well there. It was actually a pretty close game, but Ender didn't pull out one. So we know he's beatable. See his first scout going out now. Actually, it's just for a gateway, sorry. Stupid noob. Neither player scouting yet, both players just opting for wall off here. So nothing out of the ordinary yet. Doesn't look like there's going to be any sort of proxy rushes or anything like that. No player going for gas yet. A little surprising. So maybe both players opting for a fast expand. I'm not sure. Just probes being produced right now, and here we do see Ender is sending out his first scouting probe, I believe. And you can see that it's rallied. Each base, he's going to end up scouting Hrothgar last, and Hrothgar doing the same thing. So they're both going to scout each other last. So they're not going to be. They're going to be pretty in the dark about what the other player is doing at this point. But because both players are kind of not really doing a proxy or anything like that, it's not going to play too big of a role here. You see Ender taking his first gas now, and Hrothgar going for a double gas actually. So he's not going to go for an expansion first, I don't think. He's going to tech up to something. Maybe stim pack, maybe concussive shell. Don't see that there's any tech lab or anything going down on this barracks right now. Hrothgar says it feels slow, so I wonder if they're they're playing on normal speed or not. But I'm not sure. It looks like it's normal speed to me. We do see second gas going down for Ender, as well as a gateway. We don't see warp gate research being researched yet, so I'm not sure if that's a mistake or not. He actually doesn't have enough gas for it, so I think he might be a little bit behind on his gas mining, and that's slowing down his warp gate research, and there you can see it's going right now. And we do see that they haven't done any scouting yet. Their SCV and Pro, respectively, are just getting to the base right now, so see what they see, but it shouldn't be too worrisome whatever they see. So he does see a gateway, just 2 gateways, and I'm not sure what he was able to see up that ramp. Just a barracks and then a building tech lab, so unless he clicked on that, he might not be sure what that is. And we'll see what upgrade he comes out with. We also see a factory going down, as well as a second barracks and a starport. So Hrothgar teching up pretty fast here. We're going to see what he goes for. It looks like some sort of drop play, perhaps. It even could be Banshee. So very interesting play out of Hrothgar here. We do see that there is one stalker. Kind of a dangerous play, actually. If Hrothgar did have a concussive shell, he could pick that stalker off pretty easily, actually. And we see the Marine at the Xel'Naga, so both players pretty safe having scouting out. So they're going to be ready for anything that's coming. You see Ender going for a forge here, so this is a play that he's pretty common for Ender. He really loves photon cannons, so we'll see if he builds. Yeah, there, see one going down immediately. And then any sort of expansions that he takes, he usually puts down quite a few photon cannons to defend as well. So it's just the play style that Ender likes. Strong static defense, I guess. See a couple more Marauders coming out. Let's see what the unit counts. So Ender has a few more probes right now, but Hrothgar does have that mule production, which is quite useful. Also has 1 century for Ender. So both players not focusing too heavily on unit production right now, which is good. Just focusing on economy and tech. And we see double medevac coming out for Hrothgar here, so that's going to be a great play. He's going to do a drop. Going to be able to totally circumvent this sentry and this ramp. It's just going to be a matter of whether Ender can spot this coming or not. And right now he doesn't really have the position. This one pylon will be able to spot it. If he's looking at the mini-map, he should be able to see, but otherwise it's going to be trouble for Ender actually. So the scouting marine comes down. Hrothgar doing a very good job of scouting. Making sure that there's no additional bases up right now. The best part of the Terran music is coming up, so I'll just let you listen to that. Sick violin solo. So we do see Ender is sending out a probe, which is going to get picked off actually by this marine. He's actually planning on expanding right there. And Hrothgar's going to see this and know something's up. Ender smartly cancels that building just so he doesn't give anything away. Pretending like it's just a scout. Oh, you're so sneaky, probe. But the rest of Ender's forces take out that one marine. So it's looking like this drop is going to be pretty nice actually. Going to do really good damage. He actually has a siege tank in there as well, so it's going to be a 3 medevac drop. And I'm thinking that's going to do quite a bit of damage here. Really smart play by Hrothgar. It's just going to be a matter of whether Ender can respond in time or not. All of his forces are kind of out of position here actually. And I'm not sure where they're moving to. This is really perfect timing for this drop. And drop. It's going straight for the probe line. Ender sees it immediately. He's going to get a lot of his units out. Stims. And I'm not sure. It's going to be really close. The siege tank does go down. Sends in the probes to attack. So this drop is actually going to get taken care of. It was a really strong drop. Not sure quite how much damage it got done, just because the probes were sent in to attack. So some of the units were attacking probes instead of units, and Ender somehow comes up with a ton of units still remaining. So I'm not sure the best way Hrothgar could have handled that. I mean, he stimmed as soon as he dropped, and somehow Ender was able to take care of that really quite easily, a lot easier than I expected. So great for Ender. I thought the Hrothgar's timing was quite good, but for some reason the battle went Ender's way. I'm not sure why. But maybe Protoss is Imba. So we'll see what Ender's observer scouts here. And he sees that there's no base yet, second base yet for Hrothgar, but we do see Ender is going for a hidden second base. See if he throws down a few photon cannons. We know he likes to do that, so. You see Hrothgar making his second expansion. Not sure where he's going to go with that exactly, but should be lifting off pretty soon. Hrothgar with a good sized army still. Let me see probes. So actually worker count is quite even right now. I think Hrothgar was able to pick off a few probes in that attack that he did, so actually he's not too behind. And we see that Ender seems to be going for Colossus tech here. He does have the Robo Bay out and is upgrading Thermal Lance immediately. He actually doesn't have any Colossus out at the moment, but just building them up for when he does want to attack. Colossus do sick damage against Terran, particularly just like bioforces like Hrothgar has here. Just a handful of Marines and a few Marauders. These siege tanks are going to help out quite a bit because they do